At the time, I was training pretty well. I was in decent shape. I wasn't drinking a lot, once a week, maybe. But when I saw the challenge, questions came up. Okay, the questions that came up, I'm going to ask you, and I asked myself, and I've taken some time and consideration to answer these questions. So you could pause this podcast if you wanted to make it interactive, ask yourself these questions. But these really helped me in understanding, I suppose, what kind of role alcohol was playing in my life. So question number one, why do I drink? If you drink alcohol, why do you drink alcohol? And I'll give you my answer in a few moments. Question number two, is alcohol enhancing my life? These are the questions that I asked before I took the challenge, okay? Is alcohol enhancing my life? And one more, okay, there's a couple more, but one more for now. What is the longest I have lived alcohol-free in my adult life? Okay, so if you want to pause this, write this down, think about this. I think it's worthwhile, or even considering it, even for a few moments. But I'll give you the top two reasons why I drank and why I was drinking at this time. And again, it was 4 years ago. I was 40 years of age by the time I took this challenge. And I'm not sure which is number one or number two, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose. But one of the main reasons I was drinking alcohol is because I'm Irish. I'm an Irishman living in Ireland, right? My nationality, okay? That's one of the main reasons I was drinking alcohol. I believe the other reason that is in the top two is it was an ingrained habit, okay? Typically, we start drinking here in Ireland, well, mid to late teens. So 15, 16, 17 onwards. So if you go from 15 to 40, that's quarter of a century, right? That I was consuming alcohol regularly, all right? More like 16, 17, you definitely got into a lot, well, you could get into pubs when you're 18. I used to do a few fake IDs back in the day, I'll admit, I was a kid, so I don't think they can get me on that now. But yeah, over 22 years, 22 to 25 years, in and about a quarter of a century, I was consuming the drug of alcohol at least once a week, twice a week, probably be a better average. I consider holidays with the mates in my 20s, partying, J1s, traveling around Australia, and there was times there was a hell of a lot more than once or twice a week, but a seriously ingrained habit. So they're the top two reasons I was drinking, all right? And if you think about an ingrained habit, just to kind of clarify this, or to help you think about it, I want to give a couple of examples of an ingrained habit. I was driving my kids there to the playground a little while ago, and they're like, "Dad, where are you going?" Oh, sorry, I was on the way to work. I just taken that route to work. In my brain, that was kind of automatic. Get in the car, leave, take this direction because this is my way to work. You may have done something similar. Another example, so it's automatic, Another example of an ingrained habit. Just last week, we had a little bit of a power outage. So kids are in bed, myself and wife lit some candles. It's quite nice, actually. But I went to the bathroom with the torch on my phone on. Okay, and as I went into the bathroom, I turned on the light. I knew there was no electricity, but that reach and turn on the light, it's just automatic. My brain is in this position, ingrained habit. I'm going to turn on the light. So yeah, there are two reasons why I drank. And they're kind of strange enough reasons to take a drug that does a lot of damage, okay? It doesn't have to do a lot of damage, of course, but my nationality and just a habit that I've ingrained since I was a child, before I was an adult. So yeah, I found that very interesting, when doing this challenge. And the whole idea of the challenge was to examine and understand my relationship around alcohol and indeed change it. And I wasn't a problem drinker. That's not to say alcohol didn't cause me problems in my past, okay? Very few of us out there have gone through life up to my age anyway without alcohol causing some problems here and there. So yeah, so there's the 3 questions. The longest I have lived without alcohol. Sorry, I didn't mention that one. As an adult, you know, I know some people do like the sober November or dry January or something like that. I don't remember doing either of them. I would say 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. I don't remember doing 4 weeks. So, you know, I hadn't lived alcohol free really for any decent amount of time until maybe I was like 15. You know, that was the last time, you know. So quarter of a century, and I was a kid really the last time I lived any amount of time with alcohol not being in my life, you know. That kind of spoke to me. That is like, hey, you need to do this 90 challenge, or you're going to benefit from this 90-day challenge. And it's only 90 days, you know. What do I have to lose? Thanks very much for listening, guys. If you want to find out any more information, you can contact us on Instagram at rob_movement101, or you can contact Brian at Brian_movement101. Thanks very much again. See you next time.